That was for
There.
Okay, according to the doctor notes or whatever.
Hi.
Okay, I tried to get Lori to join, but now she's at the eye doctor's.
Oh, you
My
know,
goodness.
when you stay home that long, you do miss a lot of appointments.
Yeah, I know. She's like, it's just my 6-month checkup. So, okay. All right. How are you
I
today?
just scheduled my teeth cleaning.
Yeah.
How
How'd
are
you do after last time?
I did great. I don't even remember anything that to whine about.
That's good. I like when I don't break people.
Oh, you didn't hurt me, but I wouldn't miss this for all the tea in China. So I got a text yesterday from my daughter-in-law, who said this woman is trying to reach you, wanting to. She reached out to Forrest because she wasn't sure if I was dead or not. She's doing my history, my mother's side of the family, and she's from Pineville, Kentucky, something Cumberland Gap area, Bell County. And oh my God, you know, my grandfather came from my great grandfather came from a family of 13, and that's what they're researching. And I've been just buried in history, and I went,
that's kind of cool though.
It's very cool. And I said,
all right, let's go across the body.
I said I didn't realize how easy my husband had it, because if you want to know his history, go back to Pedroba, right north of Venice, and you get Dad's side. Go over to Lucca.
Well, what's nice about the Italians most of the time is everything you can just go back to the church, because everything's there between baptisms, weddings, and funerals and whatever. You can dig deep.
Well, this great grandfather of mine, you know what his name was? The great grandfather, Christopher Columbus Wright.
There you go. Cool.
And on my other side, his name was William Bradford. So I guess they liked seafarers.
Okay, let's go away from the body.
Does your mom have all of her history from?
I mean, we kind of know a lot for both sides of our families just because people lived so long. So like my grandparents, my mom's parents lived with their parents, and my mom like lived with her grandparents for a long time, and they knew the great grandparents, and so we've basically
got them all.
Yeah, I mean, we know back at least like 5 generations, and like people know of people who know of people kind of things.
Yeah.
And then my uncle did Ancestry or 23andMe or something, you know, and it tells you other people who've done it that you might be related to. Right. And then there was a cousin of some sort on my grandmother's side. Let's go figure 4 stretch. Who was based in Chicago, who knew my grandmother's brother, because he was in Chicago for a short period of time, either before or after he joined the military. I don't remember.
Now, is this Romano and Maria's?
Maria's older brother.
Okay.
So Maria's brother and sister were like 12 and 10 years older than her.
Okay.
So we had dinner now. I'm just trying to do a major.
And I think I met Romano's 2 brothers.
Yeah, probably. And yeah, I think there were pictures of you in Italy with them.
Yeah.
That I found when we cleaned out the house. I'm like, I know these people. You in Reno.
Right.
All right, let's switch sides. Yeah, so my grandfather's younger brother died, let's say kind of right around between Christmas and Easter, maybe. I don't remember. It's all blurring together now. And then his middle brother is 92 or 93, something like that, and he's still alive.
Okay.
And then I have cousins and they're like 50s
And are they still
over
in
there, and their kids.
Are they still in that area?
Yeah,
Okay.
they still live in Luca. And then they each have a kid that's like maybe 25 and 20.
Okay.
And then my Nornal's cousin, you might have met him too, Domenico. He's kind of a goofy guy. He's about your age.
Oh, I don't
And he's
remember.
got the little curly cute mustache. He speaks English, so he usually is the one who he'll take you around Luca.
Oh, he might have been one of the ones that came in and chatted us up at San Antonio del Buca.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then go across the body. Yeah, so that cousin worked at the newspaper in Luca. And so,
Okay.
yes, he would come by and say hi during the week and whatever, because he was working in the walls.
Okay.
And then he's got a daughter that's, I think, like a year younger or two than my brother.
Okay.
So I have a lot of family over there. In Switzerland, I have like 50, 60 cousins. I wouldn't even know what they look like, because I haven't seen them since we were all 8, 10 years old. And
So how did they get to Switzerland?
that
Who
my
are they?
dad's side of the family is Swiss.
Oh, okay.
And my dad's dad was one of 7.
Okay.
And then each of them had kids who then had kids, and now they're my age and they have kids. And it's like, I wouldn't even know if I walked past my cousin in Switzerland, because I don't know
Yeah.
if they look like some of them. But yeah, I think I got a lot of cousins in Swiss.
Yeah, I mean, both sides of my mom. Now, my mom's mom only had 2 kids, but
They
she-
go away from the body.
but yeah, my dad came from a family of 9, so
I know, it's so crazy how people had so many children to keep track of.
well, they didn't. The guys still wanted sex, and there was no birth control. you
Yeah.
know? You just kept popping them out.
Yeah.
Now this stretch really needed. I feel real tight on this side.
Okay.
I don't have to call around to get service, like.
Where was your grandfather and grandmother buried? Romano and
Romano and Maria are in Novato.
It was.
at that Fernwood Cemetery, or
No,
Up
it's
there.
like out east of San
it's off
Maria.
Al- it's off of Atherton Road.
Yes, Atherton, out that one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, figure 4.
that's Valley Memorial. I think
Yeah, that's what it's called.
now, do they have one of those stand-up graves, or are they on the flat ones?
They're on the wall.
Oh, there's
And
the
they're-
wall. Okay.
Yeah, because they had plots. Can't remember if they were in the ground or in the wall at Holy Names in South San Francisco or Coma.
Uh-huh.
And my grandmother decided when my grandfather died to sell that, because she's like, I don't like to drive all the way to San Francisco anymore. I want them closer that I can go visit. So they
Right.
looked around and we found the Valley Memorial Place, and it was very well maintained. And there was an olive tree right by where we planted, it was just planted right where we put Nonno. So she's like, he loved his olives and olive trees. It still seems like the right place. So then he decided he didn't want to be cremated, so he went in the wall. And then she had to decide at the time whether she wanted to be cremated or not, because we either had to get a tandem garage or a 1-stall garage, right? So
Uh-huh.
we got a one stall garage, and then so she's cremated and put in with him in the same one car garage.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
nobody's buried in the ground, right?
No, not out of these people, no.
Okay.
All right. On your side,
I'm just curious. 'Cause
quad stretch.
Reno and I are going to do it so our children don't have to do all the arrangements.
Yeah, no, my grandparents, they thought they had it all set up, and then she changed because she just didn't want to have to drive to Colma to visit all the time.
Okay.
And then my dad's dad is in the wall in Colma, and there's a spot next to him for my grandma.
Right.
And then my noni's older brother his ashes got put in with his parents in Colma.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Um,
and then like all my great aunts and uncles and other cousins and
they're all
stuff
in
are
that
all
town,
in Colma.
along with Reno's parents
Yeah.
and aunts and
Yeah.
uncles.
Every Italian human is in that
Yes.
that cemetery.
Yeah. But I said no. I don't want to go to Colma. I don't I don't want to go to Colma.
All right, let's
I-
do a couple open books on this side and then we'll flip over to the other side. Yeah, it's really expensive to die.
Is it?
Yeah. You don't have all that stuff set up.
No, I have nothing set up. I tried to get him to do it. Yeah, I started about 10 years ago, and he just looked at me like I was a ghoul.
Yeah.
Okay.
Other side, roll over, rover.
My sister was cremated. My mom and dad had theirs all set up. They even had their gravestone planted in the cemetery where they wanted to be buried. And all I had to
Okay.
do was take them out there and put them in there and then have their dates etched on it.
Hmm.
Their names were on there and everything. They didn't want to make me have to come back from California and do all that.
Yeah, no, it takes a lot of planning. And then with my grandfather, like we knew he had cancer, but we didn't really know like he was dying, and because he had kind of a heart attack and died kind of unexpectedly, but kind of expected. I don't know. So
Yeah.
it was like when he passed, it was like we had to plan everything really fast. And we basically planned like a wedding in 10 days because it was like
Yeah.
10,000 people. It was insane.
Yeah.
It was a
Well,
lot. And then my grandmother, we just did a lot more basic and just had, 50 people back to her house kind of thing.
yeah.
Okay. Open books.
I always think you should have the 50 people to your house while they're still alive.
Well, she had quite a few people come, and my grandfather, he had friends come in and out the last, couple months of his life. He wasn't totally antisocial. He didn't really enjoy eating and drinking anymore, which was the sad part because that was his whole life. But he'd sit and chat with people. And then my grandmother, she was pretty good until like the last week of her life, and then she was pretty bedridden. But she finally she called her friend, her best friend, and was like, "You gonna wait till I'm dead to come visit me or what?" And then like her friend came like, I mean, less than 24 hours before she died. And so my grandma was a little pissed at her and she just didn't come visit. But she called and gave her shit and then she showed up.
That's good. Hey,
Yeah.
over here if you want
She
to
gonna
still
wait
see
till I'm
me.
dead or what? And she showed up with her daughter and I think she just didn't want to see my grandma like that, but my grandma
Nobody
felt
wants
like
to
she
see
needed
me like that.
closure,
Yeah.
you know? I don't know. All right. I want to do today kneeling hip flexor stretch, and then we'll go into bridges.
Did you see how my office is all cleared out? There's no filing cabinet.
Nice.
Yeah. I said,
Did you
okay.
shred? Did you do a big shred?
No, I put it in boxes because I have to go through all of it. I can't just indiscriminately shred.
Got it.
I gotta make sure.
I know. My realtor once a year, usually sometime in June, does a big shred where you're allowed to bring a couple bags of paper.
Okay.
And so I go through and I pull out, I'll put this year's tax returns in, pull out one from 10 years ago. Like right now, I got rid of all my old car papers because now I have a new car. I'm like, why do I have all this stuff for a car I don't even have anymore? So that's in the
Right,
pile to go
exactly.
get shredded, stuff like that. So clean house.
I do the same thing. It's laborious though to keep
Yeah.
up with it.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
I was
switch sides.
I was talking to this woman on the phone from Kentucky this morning, and I said, so, and she still lives there where
Okay.
my great grandparents were from, and my great grand, they're all from there. I'm
Yeah.
a transplant here. And I said, I got to ask you about a couple of stories. My mother used to tell these stories about driving up the side of the mountain at a logging road and then parking the car and then hiking up to this mountain cabin clear at the top where my Uncle Pete and his wife lived, and they had a corn liquor still. And I said, I was sure my mother made this stuff up. And she goes, no, she didn't. And she showed me she had pictures of where the property was and the old house. And
That's cool.
I know, I thought my mother was making up hillbilly stories, and she wasn't.
Making up hillbilly stories. I love it.
Well, some
That's
of them
funny.
kind of hoot and holler.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go on to your back today. I want to do the one where you bridge up and then step out 6 inches, match, step back, and then down.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So try not to lose height of your bridge as you step out.
Okay.
And then try not to let your hips jiggle side to side or rock side to side either.
Boy, you got rules, don't you?
Rules, man. Finish this rep. Are you even? Is this the side you didn't start with?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And done. Okay, so then I want to lie on our side and I want to do 45 seconds of clockwise circles And then 45 seconds counterclockwise on each side, or whatever. Circles one way, circle if you can't remember what you did, whatever.
This leg bent or
Yeah,
straight?
bottom leg bent. Make sure your hips stay stacked. You can have it forward a little bit, that's fine. And
Okay.
then your straight leg, though, I want it, in line with your torso or slightly back. Okay.
Okay.
Ready,
Okay.
go. Circles one direction. We'll go 45 seconds. I'll give a little break and then we'll do the second direction. Okay, rest a little bit and then we'll go the other direction. The wind getting you too with allergies?
No,
Oh,
not too much. My eyes get a little gummy sometimes, but I wear contacts, so I just try and put goo in them.
you want them. Okay, 45 seconds, other direction. Ready, go. Okay, let's roll over, Rover.
Okie dokie. That was a little easier than it was last time.
Okay,
I
good.
felt like I could keep my momentum going better. So when does Kim come back?
I don't know. She texted she was only in London, which I thought was where she was leaving from. I don't know.
No, she went to Morocco first or something.
Oh, I know. She was
They were-
gone, I think, for at least a month.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah. I think it was
Well,
40
good for
days
her.
or something. Yeah.
She has friends who want to go with her. I don't have
Yeah,
anybody.
She has a lady she travels with all the time, a good friend of hers that I think they're kind of similar in what they want to get done while they're gone and stuff too.
Oh, I don't have
Yeah.
anybody like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Go. Your grandkids don't want to do it?
My grandkids are living their own lives.
They want to hang out with you?
Well,
I'm just
they're
kidding.
busy.
No, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One of them is
Times I
gonna be.
enjoyed like going and doing stuff with my grandparents in Europe and stuff.
They would have loved to when they were not as old as they are now. And the
Yeah.
one that would love to go with me, I adore her, but I don't know I could stand 3 weeks with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much energy. Okay, rest,
No.
rest,
Okay.
rest.
No, she is like, oh, Gigi, look at this over here. She's like a flitter. And
Mm,
and me, I'm like, let's go do this, da da da. And then when you sit down for a coffee, you sit down for a coffee. But her mom was the
go,
same
go,
way.
go, go, go.
I would take her shopping somewhere, and all of a sudden she'd disappear, and I wouldn't know where she went.
Oh, other direction.
Okay,
Ready, go.
so I adore chess, but I don't think I could go on a long trip with her.
That's true.
And my two friends that
I could have traveled with are both dead. So
Mm.
that,
What about your
that-
hiking buddies? They don't like to travel?
well, Ingrid would, but her husband's old and
Mm.
she could leave him for a week or something, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Take both your husbands in one house, pay for a babysitter, and go on a trip.
Well, I could always get Barry, this one son, to come up and stay with Reno if I decided to
Alright.
go away.
Relax. Let's go
Okay.
ahead and do clamshells next with your band.
With the band.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you, you and I get a lot done when it's just me, huh?
Yeah. All right. No rolling back. Ready, go. But I think you have all your stuff consolidated, where I feel like Lori and Kim sometimes their stuff's all over the house, so it takes them longer to get set up between exercises too.
This is the way I live my life. You're either that kind of person or you're the kind that searches for everything.
Yeah. Well, not only the search, but I think like you just do your calf raises right there where they go walk to a staircase and
Oh, I get it.
you know,
Yeah.
your
Well,
dumbbells are here on the floor, theirs are on their table across the room, you know, stuff like that.
I get it. Yeah.
Sometimes just takes longer.
Well, that's why I chose to do it up here, because I could have everything in a short amount of space.
Well, and you have better Wi-Fi because when you did it, was it downstairs or you're
Yeah.
then we kept cutting in and out. We lost you sometimes.
Yes. It was awful. Now that I got this, oh, and then I tried it in the living room for a while, didn't I?
I don't know if I remember that.
Yeah. That was before I went to the back room.
All right. Roll over.
Oh yeah, the days of COVID.
Yeah.
The COVID days. That's when I did all those photo albums.
Good.
COVID.
It's nice to get caught up on that stuff. Okay.
It was,
Go.
I'm not so sure I'd ever would have done it.
I know my parents have boxes of old photos under the stairs and my mom keeps saying she's gonna go through and do it, but
He doesn't.
no.
It's hard. It's hard to get started.
Yeah.
At least I went through all those. I had my mom's boxes. I had my Uncle Kenny's boxes. I had my sister's boxes, all dumped on
Wow.
me because they all died.
Yeah.
So
I know
had to
that
go-
my mom's weird about she doesn't like to throw away pictures of people.
good
So she
thing
just
too.
keeps them.
Yeah, it's a good thing, but I had to go through a lot of stuff, and if I just couldn't figure out who they were, I had to let go of them.
Yeah.
Columbia is installing those students.
That's what they were saying they were gonna start doing to get rid of them off of campus. Okay, so then I want to put the band around your ankles and we'll do the walking side steps with bicep curls.
Okay.
I know, I bet you all the other schools aren't far behind doing that too. They're at USF now.
They're at Indiana.
Oh, they are now. Where graduation's supposed to be? See, there's, that's messed up.
All right.
So do you have room to do walking side steps and then
Yeah.
bicep curls? Okay,
Yeah.
ready, go.
I'll just go back and forth more often.
Yeah, do like 3 or 4 steps and then go back 3 or 4 steps. Yeah.
keeping tension on the band.
She got out of graduation.
I know, I didn't think about that as being the same kids that already lost to graduation.
Take a freaking day off. Like it's right.
This woman is from in the Kentucky that I was talking to. All of her family is very musical. And
Oh, cool.
did you
Well,
watch Ken Burns, Hillbilly?
And she's a cousin to you? A what? A great
Second
aunt?
cousin. Yeah, my great grandfather, and her great grandfather were brothers.
Okay, so like a weird cousin 3 times removed kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or whatever, yeah.
Yes. But there were 13 of them, so she's just one kid.
Right.
But they're all musical. Did you watch Kim Burns, The History of Hillbilly?
Okay, you're
Music?
done. No, I did not.
Okay.
Okay, climb out of your band. And then I'm gonna have you count. I just want you to do 10 golfer pickups on each side.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna count. If you need to hang on for balance, hang on for balance. Just a light fingertip. You're gonna
Okay.
do 10 on each side. Try to keep your hips level and square. Make sure you don't kick your chair.
I'm up a
A
little
little
farther.
too slow on that one. Saw that coming. I almost left 45s on the squat bars, see if you noticed today, but
I haven't know, I noted her. I would not have noticed if I was like,
you having another Birmingham day?
it's not quite that bad.
I have to tell Hillary that story. That was a good one.
Good morning, Sam.
Okay, bye. So rude in this parking lot. They don't even let you like pull into your spot or back out. They just.
Have you seen that Tesla truck that's out there?
The Tesla one, that's hideous. Yeah.
Oh God, he's scary. He passed me on the freeway, he barreled down on me and then was cutting in and out and scared me to death.
Yeah, it looks like an alien machine.
It's scary.
Yeah, I know. I saw it was somebody like, you know how sometimes people make like plywood on the side of their truck, like gardeners
Yes,
to
yeah.
hold their tools and all the
Yeah.
leaves and stuff. So this guy had made like a wooden plywood camper shell kind of thing that looked like the Tesla, but I forget what they called it. It was like it was some joke about like the Toyota faux Cybertruck or something, and I was like, that's so funny. It's so true. All right, let's do your calf stretches, ma'am.
Okay.
So far, so good?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So far, good.
Okay. Make sure that back foot is straight ahead. Don't let it toe out.
Okay.
That was pretty funny.
Ooh, I needed that one too. Yay. No, I didn't get to hike last week because both my hiking partners were gone. And you
Okay.
know, time is like water. The minute you don't have something in it, it just disappears.
Yeah. God, I
So I
did that
don't
the
know.
other day. I was supposed to go take my aunt somewhere and I started just pruning my roses and pulling some weeds. And I was like, I gotta go. I'm gonna be late. Cause I was just stalling because I got ready faster and then get sidetracked and I'm having too much fun in the garden. I'm like, I gotta go.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, switch legs.
Yeah, Reno's been out in his garden ad nauseum.
I know. So wind, I can't be out there very long though. My allergies get so bad with the wind. I'm hoping this is the last bit of
Wear
it.
some small swim goggles.
Well, it's just
Oh,
the
it's not
sneezing.
dry.
I thought about wearing my old COVID mask to see if that
Why not?
helps, but
I make
I don't know.
Reno wear his COVID mask when fall comes and you're getting rid of all the brown stuff.
Breaking all the leaves and
Yeah,
stuff.
and all
Yeah.
that stuff. I make him put a mask on, otherwise he just
Yeah.
snorts and snuffs and everything. I go, why
Yeah.
would you ever do that? You won't even have to wear a COVID mask. Just wear the blue ones,
Yeah.
the doctor ones
Yeah.
that they
I
want
know. I
before
should
they
do that. It would make it better, but
Yeah,
so
you can still.
uncomfortable too.
Well, I never felt masks were that uncomfortable. I
All
mean,
right.
my ears did get.
Switch sides and go to bent leg. I don't know. I was in one for 10 hours a day for like 3 years. I'm kind of over it.
Oh, yes, you are. Okay, I got that.
I had to wear it a lot.
Yeah.
Is your phone or the blue phone blowing up? Hmm.
Chris, I said, you can cancel it, there's an $85 switching fee, so I'll leave it up to you.
Okay, switch sides, Gail. Last one.
Okay.
Finding your spot over there?
What, honey?
You finding a good spot to stretch over there?
Yeah, I have this box right here full of family Bibles that everybody passed it down to me, and that everybody had a Bible and everybody wrote their stuff in it, right?
That's kind of
So-
cool though to go through when you have time one day.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah, I have mine from like childhood and going to camp and stuff, and there's like all kinds of stuff in it from dried rose petal, a cotton ball, and all the different pages depending on
Yeah.
what we talked about that day.
Well, I have my little New Testament that I got, but I have my grandfather's, my mom's dad's little tiny Bible that he carried into World War One with him.
Oh, that's cool.
All
All right, you're all done, Gail.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
It's old and sweaty.
Yeah, but that's cool. I like that kind of stuff.
I do too. Good to
All
see
right.
you. I'll be
Are
here
we on
next
for
week.
next week?
Yep. What date is that?
Okay. We're in May next week.